Hi. I was just asked if I'm always so positive. And the answer is yes. Although it doesn't mean that I don't work at it every second, every minute of every day. I have all the same emotions as you. I can get stressed and I can get full of anxiety and all of it. But we have to catch it and release it. That is the key. And I'm going to share with you my truths, my story, my ways that I do this. And I want to say thank you for being guided to work with children as the first leg of my journey for over 25 years probably, and always was drawn to the behaviors, right? Because I wanted to help them understand emotional intelligence and stuff, not realizing until later in life I was trying to save my own inner child. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because that's the ticket. We can't lose that inner child and allow ourselves to release just like a child does. So at the beginning of my journey, as I started checking out my mindset and realizing that I'd go on tangents about things and get so negative, I would be driving, for example, and I realized, wow, I was just stewing about that for the last 3.5 hours, and I'd get mad at myself, and I would catch myself, I'd stop it, and I'd yell at myself, and get really firm and have a mantra. I'd be like, no, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm rich, I'm loved. And even if I was lying to myself, I'd say it over and over again till I believed it, until, as I kept moving forward in life, something would happen. I'd go, oh, that's happy. Okay, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm rich, I'm loved, whatever you want to come up with. And that works for you, right? And so catching myself, screaming at myself, and then realizing, wait a minute, okay, I don't have to scream at myself. I can be nurturing to myself. Like, would I ever say that to my child as they're having a fit? No. I would try and help them understand why they're having that fit. So then I would start recognizing, okay, hello, anger, hello, anxiety, hello, where are you coming from? And I realized it was rooted to something that had happened in my past, and I would dig out at that thorn. And once I was aware, I could truly release it and make a change. And so I would scream if I have to scream. Like, there's so many days that I, just like a child, allow yourself to release, like, and let other people, if they have to be around you, say, you don't own this, I just need to scream right now. And so let yourself scream, and know that you need to let it out physically because it's bubbling inside of you. Don't hold that in. Write it out. Some things come up and I'll write it out. It's like I'm getting to that deep-rooted stuff, and I want to journal it, and then you can burn it, you can rip it up, you could do something ceremonial where you're doing a physical release of it. Crying is that. Allow yourself to cry. If a video camera was always filming me, even when things are going perfectly, I have these rushes of emotions come up, and I'm just like, okay, so today's a cry day. I'm just gonna allow myself to have a cry day. And exactly like a child, I just let it happen. And I will go and I will hug trees, and I'm just like, oh, I just want to release this. I don't like this feeling. Throw yourself on the floor. I've thrown myself on the floor and totally had a temper tantrum because that's what I needed to do. And what's wrong with that? There's that inner child piece. Just allow yourself to release. Cry, like sobbing, like where it's gross, wet your pillow. Like, that's your heart puking out the pain. Can't hold that in. That causes dis-ease. And what's going to happen? Illness of some kind. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. Ain't happy when we do that. So that's what I do. Just release it. What are some of the other things? Dance, right? If you have to physically release it, there's a 7-minute workout online. Google 7-minute workout. And it will do jumping jacks, and then you'll do a wall sit, and you'll do a plank and some push-ups, and physically release if you feel those different emotions coming up. There's a time and a place for all of it. It's our guidance. It's telling us, those are our best friends. That's what I realize. As much as they don't feel great in the moment, listen to them. They're telling you that something needs to change. And so then you start using the mindset part, right? Recognizing once you know, okay, hello, high awareness of this fear, this anger, this whatever, and find the root cause of it. That's because when this is happening, it's making me think about that event all the way back in my childhood when so-and-so did this and it made me feel like this, and here it is again. Okay, that's the root. Get to it. Figure out how to release that. If you need to cry, scream, puke about that, do it. And know that it is released. It's gone. And let it be that. Then as it comes back up, go, no, I already dealt with you. Hello. Okay, goodbye. You're good. Delete, cancel, go away. And back to a positive thought, right? No, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm strong. Whatever, right? Find the replacement mindsets. So, yeah, you can change your perception even around the language you use. So, I would get into everything's going great. I have all these new things that I'm doing, and I'm laying there one night and I'm doing yoga. Do yoga. And in that moment, I'm having this heart palpitation and I can't breathe. And I'm like, this is the, I recognize this is the same emotion as what I used to call a panic attack. Yeah, and instead, it's excitement. And I went, the only thing that changed is the word I used. And then there was this 5-year-old child on stage on X Factor. And they said to her, how you feeling? And she said, I could say scared or nervous, but it's excited, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Check out how your mindset around things can change your emotional reaction and thus bring you peace. So yeah, you're not full of anxiety and stress. You're excited about what you don't know is coming. And you're going to stay positive about what you don't know is coming, because what you think about, you're going to bring about. So, okay, feeling really whatever about this. Do I own this, or what am I doing here? Okay, switching it up and just do a mind shift. And you find the tips and tools. I would never go through anything alone. I have constantly seeked out professional help. If I was about to deal with something like dramatic in my life, I'd go, okay, so it's time to set up an appointment with my psychologist. Calling him, I need to book for this week, because I know that like I'm going to have some things I'm going through and I need to release it. It's all about that conscious catching yourself and all these habitual things we do. We build a house too much around the things that hurt us instead of trying to break out of it. Break out of it. It's every day, every minute. It is for life. Either we are conscious and we're mindful and we're taking action towards those changes, or we're just going through it over and over again, hoping for something. You gotta take action. You gotta take action. And I do this also by not allowing myself to be distracted. So I don't own a TV. I haven't probably in like 20 years. I don't watch the news. I'm totally stay in my little positivity bubble, and that's my choice. And it works for me because I am not influenced by anything outside of what I choose to put into my eyes and my ears and my mouth and my mind and my heart. That's a really critical choice I need to make, because I know how fragile my emotions are, how fragile my subconscious is. And I can't let stuff just, like, we protect our computers and stuff from viruses. We don't want to, but yet we're letting anything into this computer. Just virus after virus. What? Oh, yeah. Right? So careful. I would just suggest, like, boundaries, limits, and choose what you're going to click and watch and bring into your bubble. Okay, so that's something I definitely do. And what else? I just want to see. I wrote a little note here. Yeah, learn good quotes. Oh my gosh, quotes. If you're following me on Facebook, that's a lifesaver. Started as a child scratching it into my headboard with like the protractor thing from the math set. What's meant to be will be. And that saved my life so many times, because something would happen and it would devastate. Why is this happening? What? And I'd stop and go, okay, well, it's happening for a reason. I don't know what this reason is, but that means that there's something better for me. So I would just go, okay, I'm letting go, and I'm going to just look, what is better for me then? What's better? And there was always something better every single time. So trust that. I advise trust it. And pick the things that work for you. You just, instead of trying to seek like, what's wrong with me? I need a diagnosis. How do I? No, we don't. We're allowed to feel. We're allowed to be on a roller coaster. Welcome to life. There's no such thing as being balanced is what we're all trying to be, but that takes effort. That takes effort, right? And you're not going to get that through a quick fix. It's a journey. It's a process, and it is for life. So create your best life by getting control of these things. Emotional intelligence. It's okay to feel everything and anything you feel. Find a way to release it in a healthy way, but allow that inner child to release. Because once that inner child is released and free, then you can play and be happy every day. I'm living it. I love it. I suggest it. And I hope this helps. That's my tangent for today on how to take your power back. You have it. Everything within you. Everything, your answers, your will, your way, it's all within you. If you just listen to the individual guide that is in your heart, soul, body, spirit, and mind. You know what feels right. Much love.